The largest city in South India is known as the country's Silicon Valley. It's crucial to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's plans for rapid technological development through the 2020s. But even though it's been in power for a decade, Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party, or BJP, still struggles to win over this vital region. With India's national election, the largest in history, happening now, let's take a quick look at some data to better understand this country of 1.4 billion. Situated on the massive Deccan Plateau at an average elevation 900 meters above sea level, the city known as Bengaluru in its official language, Kannada, has a metropolitan population of 15 million. It is the capital of Karnataka, one of 5 states in South India, a region that includes 2 other megacities, Chennai and Hyderabad. Bangalore's modern story dates to when the old town surrounding its nearly 600-year-old fort began merging with the British cantonment into one metropolis. Around the time the Indian Institute of Science was founded, sparking the city's transformation into an innovation hub. Today, the university is among India's best, with one of the highest academic research citation rates in the world, and Bangalore is the nation's leading software and semiconductor producer. This brings talented scientists, engineers, and business leaders to the southern region, whose companies also benefit from the many ports along its vast coastline. Its 5 states now account for 20% of India's total population, but 31% of its gross domestic product, driven by its IT sector, electronic goods exports, and the latest sector sweeping India, global capability centers, where teams of engineers, lawyers, and designers perform specialized tasks for multinational corporations. Together, these sectors have pushed gross state domestic product per person across the South to $3,176 a year. That's more than double the $1,400 across the national capital and nearby states that make up the North Central Culture Zone. Comparing individual state figures reveals that much of the South is at least 3 times as prosperous as the 2 most populous states in India, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Of course, greater wealth translates into better scores across key indicators of development. Literacy rates are more than 5% higher in the South. The infant mortality rate is half of what it is in the North, and lifespans are 5 years longer in the South. Only 3.2% of Southerners live below the poverty line, whereas 16.8% do in the North Central Zone. For context, many of these state-to-state differences are on par with gaps between countries in Europe and Africa, and they're mirrored in India's complex politics. In the last national election in 2019, Prime Minister Modi's BJP and its coalition dominated the North, but struggled mightily in the South, where they do not currently control any of its state legislatures. This is partly due to a central tenet of the BJP ideology: heavy promotion of Hinduism. Given that the percentage of Hindu followers is about the same across northern and southern states, and that the BJP's divisive approach to religious politics is such a loser in much of the South, indicates that Hinduism is less central to people's identities there. For example, Hindi is the official language in every state in the North Central Culture Zone, but not in any of the 5 states in the South. There are also differences in education level. The average Southerner has an entire year more schooling than someone in the North, and the proportion of the population with a college degree in the South is almost 50% higher than the North. When education levels rise, fertility rates plummet. This is a trend around the world and is also true across India, but it happened first in the South, where women have been having fewer babies than Northerners for decades. This is contributing to a key point of tension this election, as Modi's central government uses its goods and services tax to transfer revenue from the wealthy South and West to lift up significantly poorer states in the North and East. Southern leaders argue this punishes them for implementing more successful family planning and reduces their ability to fund their own programs. Modi argues that his taxing and spending is improving the basic living conditions of hundreds of millions of people, and turbocharging rapid development that all Indians are benefiting from. The Indian economy is forecasted to continue growing by at least 7% in 2024. putting the country on pace to pass Japan and Germany to become the world's third largest by 2027. Modi hopes voters in the South reward this performance with a mandate to complete his remaking of India into a high-tech manufacturing superpower. Such a mandate would see the BJP become a pan-Indian party by establishing a firm foothold in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Kerala, where it received less than 3.6, 0.9, and 12.9% respectively of the vote there in 2019, resulting in exactly 0 seats in the lower house of parliament, the Lok Sabha. Nationally, if the BJP substantially increases its 37.4% vote share and 303 seats, Modi's pro-development message will have overcome concerns about his authoritarian tendencies and Hindu nationalism. But if it doesn't, it may be a signal that the power of a religiously driven ideology has peaked, and that this diverse and rapidly educating society is ready for more inclusive leadership. What are your key takeaways from this election? Until next time, thanks for watching.